Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Before the Bell, where every morning before market open, we dive into the pre-markets, see how everything's moving, talk about a few plays that I'm going to be making throughout the day, and just kind of go over where I think the market's going to be for the day. Try to give you as much information as I can so you can get out there and make as much money as you can. So let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. Jerome Powell come out yesterday, spoke. We wanted to see what the market did with that, and we actually closed way up yesterday. Markets all closed up. Dow up 1%, NASDAQ up 2.5%, and the SPY up nearly 1.5%, which was incredible considering the Fed come out and did give us the 75 basis point hike that we was kind of expecting. I didn't really expect it. I was kind of leaning toward the fact he was going to stick with 50, but a lot of the market was expecting it. It was already priced into the market, and that's why even after he come out and made his announcement, the stock market still closed way in the green. So the question is, why is the market so red this morning? Because I'm here to tell you, just about everything on my watch list is red this morning. The SPY in the pre-market is down nearly 2% this morning. So it begs the question, why be up right after he speaks and gives us all this information, but then we're down so far today? There's a lot of factors that go into that. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know why we're down as bad as we are or where this market's going today. I don't have a crystal ball. I will say I do a lot of trading in the pre-markets usually, but today is one of those days that I'm a little cautious to want to trade anything until I see how the market opens, how it starts to perform, because it could be a pretty red day today. However, I will say it is way down in the pre-markets. I think there's a lot of FUD out there. I think it's trying to spread fear, and I think it's going to give us a lot of buying opportunities. Now, I want to give a shout out to my boy Keenan Grace out there. He's always bringing the receipts. You know that. If you haven't watched his channel, go check him out. He's got a great channel. He does a lot of work on digging up the news and stuff for people. And he brought up Coinbase. He was bringing it up because Cathie Wood's buying it so much. And I have a high conviction in Coinbase. I think when we go into the next crypto bull market, that Coinbase is going to explode and be a fantastic buy. We won't never see it back at these prices again. However, what I wanted to talk about that he had brought up was Coinbase has taken a beating not only because of the crypto winter that we're in, but also because of all the bad attention it's getting from Celsius, which was another trading platform that halted people from being able to move their assets around. Now, as bad as that sounds, I'll give you a little piece of information that you may not even be aware of, and that is your bank has the right to deny you your own money in a downward economic spiral. If there's a run on the banks, they can shut the doors. They don't have to give you any of your own money. So it's not that they're doing anything that your bank can't do, but just because they can do it does not mean that they should do it. I'm not condoning that in any way. In fact, I'm persecuting that, because just because they did it does not mean anyone would do it. There's a lot of bad actors out there. I've never had any problem moving my money on Coinbase, moving my assets around, and I move a lot around over on Coinbase. So just because one bad actor does it does not mean that they're all out there to do it, and they shouldn't be out there doing it. In fact, that's one of the things that drawed me to decentralized finance in the first place, is to get away from that kind of behavior. So shame for Celsius doing that, but just because they do it does not mean Coinbase would ever do that. I don't think they would. I definitely hope that they wouldn't. And so I think there's a lot of FUD out there just because of that. Now, I do want to talk about Coinbase just a little bit, because Coinbase had a pretty good little day yesterday. Crypto had a good little pop. but it is down at $55, which in the long term is going to be a fantastic price. Now in the pre-market this morning, we've dropped down already to $52 in the pre-market, and it could end up being a good buy today just because crypto is actually on an uptick right now. Now if you're looking at crypto over here on your Coinbase app, it looks like it's really down, but it tracks all the way from its high yesterday afternoon. Over on my Coinbase account, crypto's actually moving up this morning. So I do think some of the crypto stock plays, Coinbase, Mara, that there could be some potential in there today if crypto continues to rise. Now talking about crypto, that's also one of the plays I'm going to be making today. I was just on my Coinbase account before shooting this video. I was over there. Most of the coins, including Bitcoin, is starting to move up. Some of the coins are already moving up 4, 5, 6%. And yet the little coin that we've been making so much money on, of course, Chainlink, we've been trading it a lot over the last couple of weeks, and it's in the red this morning, about 2%. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger, took a position on Chainlink. We'll see how that plays out later on today. And just getting into the stock market, like I said, it looks, everything just about is red in my watch list. Going to be really looking closely. You need to be looking at your watch list, see what is moving, see if anything's just overly beaten down, because that's what I'm going to be looking at this morning. And hopefully when we get market open, we get rid of some of this FUD, the market gets moving, because I do think we've already priced in the rate hike that Jerome Powell talked about yesterday. That's why the market did well yesterday. Not that we couldn't see a little pullback, but we definitely don't need to give back everything that we gained yesterday, especially not when we were already overly beaten down for the news that we got. So that's what I got for you today. Please go down, hit the like button, hit the subscribe notification bell. You don't want to miss any of my upcoming videos. We're going to be doing something special over the weekend. We're going to be talking about some giveaways and some ways to make you some money. If you're not already trading in the stock market, we're going to talk about how to get you there, how to get you some free money to get started with, and just a whole lot of stuff coming up. Be sure to catch me on this afternoon when we go over everything. We'll talk about how the stock market performed. We'll talk about how our plays for the day held up, how they did. We'll see if the banking stock that I held over from yesterday, I brought you a little special report yesterday saying that I was going to be buying into UWMC. Just a little short video I made, seen it on my watch list, got it out there to you. Hopefully you were able to take advantage of it. So we'll see how that holds up today and just see where we're at overall. I think there's a lot of stuff out there going on that we're going to want to keep our eye on. You know, we're going to be talking about some other great YouTubers out there. I've mentioned Josh Nichols before, Keenan Grace. Love both those guys, both very good in their particular fields. Josh Nichols, he's great at charting. Keenan Grace is great at uncovering the news. Really like listening to both those guys. Stockmo out there, you know, he's got one of the best channels for looking at historical history on the stock market. The guy's got a ton of historical data that would take you and me a lifetime to acquire, and he's got it all right there on his channel. Amazing job. I really like listening to him. In fact, him and Keenan Grace and Uncle Larry all did a live stream last night. You know, I always love watching those guys when they get together. So if you haven't never checked them out, be sure you check out their channels. They got a lot of good information. Be sure you keep coming back here, because I try to take and put all the information that I gather from everywhere and bring it to you, condense it down as best I can. And I put a lot of time into these videos. I hope you appreciate it. I know I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you out there watching me. I appreciate you spreading these videos around. I want to get this information out to as many people as possible because I want to teach you how to be able to work from anywhere and not be tied to a 9-to-5 job that you hate. So that's my mission statement for you. Keep coming back. I'm going to keep having great things for you. I've got great information for you ahead and a lot of things to come. So remember, never trade with your emotion. Always trade by the numbers. God bless you, and I'll see you later on.